Yo, what's good? It's your boy, King Harless, the chosen one. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. Yo, I just want to talk about the Bible real quick, right? So, the Apostle John was Jesus's last disciple, right? All the rest of the disciples either got killed, they all got killed, executed, or died, right? So, John was the last one, and they had him on an island as a prisoner, right? And he was on an island of prisoners, the island Patmos, because all the Christians were prisoners. They were all being persecuted by the Romans. All the Jews and the Christians were all being persecuted by the Romans, right? So John was the last apostle, and he's the one who wrote the last book in the Bible, the book of Revelation, right? So John was getting visions from God about the apocalypse, the last days, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people think that we living in the last days right now. But like, you know what I'm saying? So John was the last apostle, right? They had him, Jesus and God had him write the last story of the Bible, Revelation, about Jesus' second coming, the return of Jesus, you know what I'm saying? So, right? There's 7 seals of the apocalypse, right? And one by one, each seal was being broken to John, and everything was being revealed to him. You know what I'm saying? So there's like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. They got famine, death, war, pestilence, or something, right? You know what I'm saying? So like John was the last apostle. He was the last prisoner on the, he wasn't the last prisoner, but they were the prisoners on the island of Patmos. And that's where he was writing all his things in secret. They all thought the Romans thought he was dead. The Romans thought they killed John, but John was still alive, you know what I'm saying? So he was doing this all in secret, and then he was sending out the letters to the churches, all the churches all the churches in the Roman Empire, right? And then the leader of the Romans at the time, the emperor of the Romans, right? They tried to get John to, they were looking for John. They didn't know where he was, right? So they just started executing all the Christians, right? All the Christians just started getting killed by the Romans. Because the Christians were a threat to the Romans, bro. So the Christians just had to get killed, right? But then a new emperor overthrew this emperor, and he decided that they were gonna stop persecuting the Christians, and they were gonna stop all that. So you know what I mean? So all the Christians were freed. They weren't slaves anymore, but they were being tortured. They were slaves. They were prisoner slaves in like a torture camp. You know what I'm saying? And this is like part of history. It repeats itself. Like in World War II, that's what the Nazis did to the Jews. You know what I'm saying? They put them in a prisoner camp, a slave camp. You know what I mean, bro? But John, he saw Jesus die on the cross, and Jesus was coming to him in his dreams and in his visions, in his prophecies, you know what I mean? And he was telling John to write these things in the Bible, right? He was writing all the things that Jesus was telling him to write. Like talking about all the beasts, the Antichrist, all that. John wrote all that. This was all written 2,000 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, John ended up being free too, and he died a natural death. He was one of the only apostles of Jesus to die a natural death. He saw Jesus die on the cross, you know what I'm saying? And like, right? But Jesus is coming the second time, right? To put an end to evil on the planet, put an end to wickedness, put an end to all this demonic witchcraft that's happening, you know what I mean? And that's what the 144,000 chosen ones are, bro. You're like an army of light to destroy all the evil. You don't really know how powerful you really are, bro. Like, your prayers and your prayers will be answered. Like, everything you pray against your enemies will be destroyed. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, But Jesus is a all Jesus is a mercy God. He has grace. He loves who love him and accept him. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's just what I'm trying to say. Like, John had the heart of Jesus. He said he gets his strength from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But yeah, like, that's just what I'm saying out here. Got these feds back here, you know? But yeah, bro, like, that's just one part that I was trying to say. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Once they start, like, telling you to be quiet, persecuting you, you know what I mean? That's when, you know, that, like, the second coming is about to happen, bro, because they don't want to see people be peaceful. Like, if you got peace in this day and age, in this time, then you good, you know what I mean, bro? Like, it's unheard of in this time. Most of these people don't got peace, so when they see you and you give them that feeling of peace, it's something they haven't felt in a while, you know what I mean, bro? Like, a lot of people don't know what peace is. It's sad to say, but that's what it is. But yeah, bro, Jesus gives everybody a chance to repent. Jesus will knock the demons right out of you. You won't even know you had demons in you, and he'll just knock them right out of you. You finally get that feeling of freedom, that feeling of peace. You know what I'm saying, bro? But yeah, that's what I was trying to say, bro. John was the last apostle to Jesus, the last one. When God protects you, no man can hurt you. You know what I mean? God will really protect you, and no man will be able to find you. He was hiding. Like, they knew who he was. He had a certain few people who knew who he was, and he was sending out all the letters. The Romans were heated that he was sending out these letters. They think it's lies. They sending out false messages. They sending out lies, but it's just a message of love, you know what I'm saying? Love and peace. That's all it really is. But yeah, it's your boy, King Heartless. You already know. Like, comment, subscribe. You know how we coming. All 2022.